right back then.
All right, we are live. And I'm about to post this link.
You gotta go back outside. Come on.
Did it post? I don't think it posted.
I'm back.
Okay.
I had to get my pen and paper, and I had to let the dogs out, and I had to kiss my grandbabies because they're here. What'd you say?
I'm gonna have to mute you, Jonathan.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to mute you with your background noise.
Okay, let me mute it then. Hold on.
I'm getting that link to post. All right, so the viewers link is posted. Make sure your team members get on that. All right, I'm back, and I appreciate you guys being here in the hangout this evening. I'm not going to keep you guys long as always, but I just want to make sure that you guys get all the information that I have. If you guys have paid attention earlier today, I posted a document. It says 45 seconds, excuse me, to a good presentation. Make sure you guys read that. It's about 107 pages long, but it's a quick read. So once you finish reading that, you understand how to do a 45-second presentation, right? All right, I also posted in the group, Ginger had, I guess a meme you call, I don't know what you guys call it, a picture of someone promoting some tea for $5. He puts it out there. If you want to go ahead and get that, great. But also understand that when you go ahead and purchase from someone else that's selling tea, for a lower price that was advertised on TLC, this is what you're doing for the entire team. Now, I understand some people may not have the funds to go ahead and purchase it from TLC, but this is what happens though. When you purchase from, like this individual, what happens is, remember, they already purchased the tea, they already got the volume, they get their money. Because most people is worried, it's not really so worried about the money, but the volume. Because this company, this business, this industry is all about big volume. Volume, volume, volume. That's why I consistently insist on you guys paying attention to the 120. So what happens is somebody already purchased maybe 150 bags of tea. They paid, the 1680, and they got their 750 back, and now they're going to recoup the other 750, $800, whatever the case is. But they got the volume, 750 volume. When you purchase from them, what happens is you're taking volume away from your entire team. But also understand, if you purchase as a customer, you get the exact same price. If you were to go ahead and purchase 10 bags of tea from your back office, you're going to pay $90 and you're going to get $40 back. So do the math. $50 divided by 10 is $5. So did you really save any money on that? Not really. But now your team got 20 volume points. So we have to think not only about ourselves when we go ahead and do stuff like this, but the entire team. And I'm going to post a video about that teamwork afterwards, all right? So, moving along, we're going to be talking about the stuff that I learned this weekend. And the theme about the training, what they're talking about, VP Kenny Lloyd talked about the presentation. What's the purpose of a presentation? How you go about doing it, the products that you stress on while you're in a presentation, and so on and so forth. Then we had First Ambassador Ms. Denise Lee came up, and she, she was very, very transparent on telling us, how she got started, the things that she did, and how she was able to become the first ambassador of TLC. The activities that she did, the things that she had to reprogram her mind to do. So I have all that written down. Then we have Mr. Erwin Porter's came up, executive ambassador, excuse me. Erwin Porter's came up, and he went ahead and, he kept it really, really brief. That man, he may not say a lot of words, but the things that he does say are very, very powerful. And to think about, when he introduced it to me December 2013, and I said no to him. Go figure, right? But when he came on, he talked about, not just being about the individual, about the team. And he stressed so very much about the volume, the purpose of volume, and this business being about big, big volume. See, I'm not worried about your, fast start bonus or when you go ahead and you purchase a package. Yeah, the money is great, but what I want is your volume. Not only your volume, but the volume that you're going to create by coming in. But also, I spoke to Kenny Lloyd too about the 1500 multi-pack, and he said it's going to be coming back very, very soon. Understand too that someone might not want to come in with the $1,500 tea, but that is very, very powerful because you can take 50 of those tea, put your label on it, and pass it around your neighborhood. Now you have at least 10 people that's going to come back knocking on your door like you're a drug dealer. All right. And lastly, we have Miss Twyla Porters. Now she went ahead and stressed about the calendar, how you go ahead and invite to the next event, how to keep your calendar full. Like you said a couple weeks ago, your calendar is your bank account. If your calendar is empty, your bank is empty. So we're going to go over a little bit of how Ms. Twyla Porters go ahead and keep her bank account full, i.e. her calendar. So with that being said, let me go back to Mr. VP Kenny Lloyd and what he talked about really, really quickly, all right? Welcome, James. I hope you have a pen and paper. So Mr. Kenny Lloyd says to us, he says, the purpose of a presentation is to announce that you're in business. I hope you're writing this down. Announce that you're in business, build your business, and sell products. Now, he went ahead and before he even told us what the real purpose of a presentation is, he asked a couple of people, he says, what do you think a presentation is? What do you think a presentation is? What do you think a presentation is? And we've all been doing it wrong the entire time. Most people thought the presentation is to share your opportunity, share the products, book a tea party, just get people in, in the neighborhood know what's going on. But he said, no. If you go into a presentation with the thought of, I'm going to share my products, guess what's going to happen? That's all you're going to do. You're not going to get any sales because you didn't have the intent of selling anything. You went in with the intent of sharing. So you need to go in with the intent of, I am going to sell everything. If you guys have ever been to any event, whether it's a local event or whatever, done by, someone that has a lot of products and whatever. I went to the event on Saturday. They always have stuff for you to buy. They have their new brochures. I got the new flyers. So you guys can see this. This is the new. Can you guys see that okay? Give me a head nod. All right. This is the new Blitz cards that they have coming out now. They have the Blitz cards. They have the flip book. The flip book doesn't flip up anymore. It flips open. I didn't get any of those because I already had the flip book. They had T-shirts. They have things with the intent of selling. They did a presentation, but they went also with the intent of selling. They know for sure that they're going to sell products. So when you have a presentation, sell products, which now refers to, hey, if you're only purchasing $40 in tea or $40 in products, guess what? You don't have enough to sell. You don't have enough to sell. So you want to have a presentation at your house, but you're only a customer per se. If you only have 40 volume, you have nothing to sell. So you're going to go into a presentation and you're going to share. And you're going to wonder why my business is not growing. Because you only have enough to share, not to sell. All right? So he also went through about, deliberately presenting the opportunity. How do you deliberately present your business? And he talked about only a few products. So I remember when Ms. Shauna Davis did her presentation, she did not go through the slideshow that we have on our little mobile app. She didn't go through that. She went through just a few products that we all know. Miss Twyla Porter's called those the 5 to stay alive. Well, actually, she went into about, I think, 6 products, 7 products. But Miss Twyla Porter's called those the 5 to stay alive. And those products that she went over the emu oil, the tea, the NRG, the NutriBurst. She went over the Slim R and the lashes. I forgot, I'm forgetting something else. So she got the tea, the emu oil, the lashes, NRG, the NutriBurst, and tea, NRG. I'm sorry, and the sexual enhancement products. The reason why they go over those products is because those are instant gratification type products. Instant gratification type products. I take it now, I see results now. Now, this is the way Kenny Lloyd said he does his presentation. He says, he has urgency. He doesn't keep his presentation, 5 hours. An hour to hour and a half. That's it. And the reason why he keeps it to an hour and a half is because when someone comes in, he gives them tea, make sure they drink 8 ounces of it, because he stand over them like, what, you gonna drink my tea? So he gave them 8 ounces of tea, make sure they drink that 8 ounces of tea, and knowing fully that within that hour and a half, someone is going to want to go to the restroom. While they go to the restroom, guess what they're going to have right then and there? A testimony. Deliberate presentation. And within an hour and a half, he's going to talk about the other products that he also has. He says with the NRG, what he does is he looks for someone that comes in and looking kind of sluggish, lethargic, and he'll go up to that person and say, hey, bro, hey, sis, what's going on with you today? How was your day? It seems like you had a long day. How about you go ahead and take these 2 pills right here? Now, don't be stingy. You have to give them 2 pills. 2 pills, because, you give them one might not work. And remember, the recommended dose is 2. So you give them 2 pills, and you stand over them. Make sure you give them some tea or some water, and make sure they drink it. Like, you going to do it or not? You ain't drink my pills, give it back to me, right? So you kind of bogart them into taking your pills. Why? Because within 30 minutes to an hour, they're going to be jumping, doing cartwheels in your house, wondering what the heck you don't give them, what kind of crack you don't give them, right? Because we know our products work. This is what it does. For the emu oil, again, he asks if anybody's in the room that have any kind of aches and pains going on, and he goes over to them and give them a couple of squirts. Don't go over there and give them like a half a squirt thinking, oh, this is going to work. Because remember, the emu oil penetrates 7 layers of skin. So give them a good squirt or a good 2 squirts and have them rub it in. And again, within an hour or so, you're going to see some kind of result. Instant gratification products. For the sexual enhancement products, what he does, for his sexual enhancement product, he looked for older people, because after you get past, your 45, 50, things don't work quite the same. So he looked for older people, and he go ahead and he shares the sexual enhancement products. And he also told his story about how he got his wife to try the sexual enhancement products, because he said, they were very, very transparent this weekend, and I love that about that. But he said, while he first came into the company, the money wasn't funny. I mean, his money was funny, and with the money being funny in any kind of relationship, the love is going to be out of it. So trying to get his wife to try some love, she was like, for what? Right? And so what he did is he waited till she went to work one day, and he stayed at home, and he prepared this elaborate lunch, and he took the love pill and he crushed it up. We do not recommend you do this. Crushed it up, and he put it in her wine. And so when she came home and she drank the wine, she started, feeling all kinds of sweet and all kinds of stuff, talking about, oh, Kenny, did you work out today? Have you been losing weight? Is this TLC working for you? And before you know it, he had his product testimony. This is what he shares every single time. Every single time. And he said, when you're in a presentation, have your reps come around, because it is a training for them on how to go ahead and do their presentation. And you said, I don't care how many times you heard my jokes as my rep. You're going to laugh every time that I say these same old corny jokes, right? So every time he does his presentation with the love working for him and his wife, he expects his reps to laugh because what's going to happen is it's going to be contagious. The next product we have is the lashes. That's something fairly new to us. Again, be generous with it and have them try it on and let them, use it and show the before and after. I was actually the what do you call them? The demo this weekend for the lashes because I forgot my lashes. I was running late, whatever. And so they asked who does not have lashes on and that have like really short lashes. If you guys can see, I don't have much lashes. I should go ahead and do my demo. I don't have very much lashes. So when they asked for volunteer, I raised my hand and I went up there. And you can see the visible difference because they did my left eye. You can see the visible difference, from, because I sat in the front of the room. Even you sat like about the middle of the room, you can still see the difference in my eyelashes. It's just that powerful. I saw Q and Irma, they have their pictures up there, and even Ginger did it, a couple weeks ago with the lashes. It is a visible difference. What I like about the lashes, you guys, and guys too, you guys can promote the lashes, is that, once you're done with it at the end of the day, you can literally just use your fingers and take it off. It's not something to where, I got to get special wash and special wipes and all this kind of stuff to take it off. It's not like that. I just sat there in the room because after a while, after we're done with the presentation and we're sitting there doing training, I just sat there and I just literally just took it off like that. Okay? So this is the product, again, instant gratification. Something else that Kenny Lloyd mentioned to us, he said, again, don't be cheap. For you guys are going to have a presentation, make sure you have the garments as well. So when you're going to have the garments, go out there, spend $100, $120, and buy some clingy type dresses. Yeah, buy them, different sizes. So you buy like a size 10, a size 12, a size 14, but make it be clingy to the body. And when you have someone put on the garment, because of most people that are bigger, they don't come in wearing, clingy type outfit. They come in with bigger outfit. They come in with jeans and a t-shirt type because of the confidence is low. So when they put on the garment as a model, set them in the back in your room or whatever and say, hey, you know what, try on this dress as well. And after they try on the clingy type dress with the garments, he said he has never had someone that did not want to go home with the garment that they had on. They want to buy it right then and there. Can I have this one? The ones that they demonstrate most of the time is the Isabella and the Neen and the other one. What the heck is the other one? I didn't write that one. The Isabella, the Neen, and the other full body one. But they don't. The Isabella is not the Isabella. The waist trainer. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, they're out there. I'll get the Caprice. Sorry. Thank you, Q. The Caprice is the waist training. They don't try that much on. They just trying the full body one because now you're doing, the stomach, the butt, and the thighs. And so when you try on that with a garment, the clingy type garment, you show that it doesn't see through in your clothes. It demonstrates, the crotch, because they're all crotchless, and how it just cinch everything, lifts your butt, put everything back where it's supposed to be. So they never have someone that left there thinking, oh, I want that. You put it on, you buying it, pretty much. All right. He said, although we do know that the resolution and the HCG work, they may work for you. You may have a personal testimony about it, but it's not an instant gratification type product. I won't spend time doing a presentation on it. Feel me? You can do what, like with Q. Q have used the resolution. Q has had great success with the resolution. So when she's telling her testimony and she's doing her story, she can mention the resolution in there. I use the HCG. So when I'm doing my presentation, I can mention the HCG, but it's not something that I would do as part of my presentation. Follow? Let me get a head nod. All right. Another thing that Mr. Kane Lloyd said, he says, focus on sharing your business with the women. Why? Because we all know 82% of the industries consist of what? Women. So when you're going ahead and share your products, you're going to go and talk to, even if you have men in the room, you're going to talk to the women because they're the ones that are going to buy. More likely, if they're married, the woman is going to control the purse anyway. So XCT, Nutriverse. Oh, the Nutriverse. I didn't say the Nutriverse. The Nutriverse, we had a demonstration right then and there live because Mr. Deasley was sitting there with a headache, and Miss Twyla Portis pulled out her little trial size Nutriverse, give her a capful. She took it, and within a couple minutes, her headache was gone. Mr. Kane Lloyd said he does the same thing. He would put someone that's, kind of looking kind of sluggish, and he give them. He don't give them, just a drop. You give them the actual dose that you're supposed to recommend, which is, a teaspoon of it. So he had little cups. As far as the tea is concerned, too, he says he doesn't give them, a little bit of shot glasses. He gives them actually 8 ounces because that is the recommended dose, and that you will see results in those ones. All right. What else we talk about? Check on tell you why resolution is okay. All right. Was that it for him? Okay. All right. So that was it for the presentation. That was Mr. Kenny Lloyd, and we talked a lot about volumes. We're going to talk about that at the end when we talk about Mr. Denise Lee and all this stuff. I hope you guys have pen and paper because I'm going to go over a lot of numbers with you when I hit Miss Denise Lee, which is now. So Miss Denise Lee, if you guys knew anything about the company, she is the very first ambassador. Now we have Miss Twyla Portis and Miss Erin Portis. They are the executive ambassador. But Miss Denise Lee, excuse me, she's the very first ambassador for TLC. The reason, and she said, how she came about and how she did it. She said when she came in the company, again, her money was funny. She filed bankruptcy not once, not twice, but 3 times. She filed what she said on here. She said she filed 2 Chapter 13 and 1 Chapter 7. I don't know all those. I didn't quite do my research on all those. You guys can look at those up. 2 Chapter 13 and 1 Chapter 7, and that's pretty serious. They used to do real estate, and it just crashed on them, and now that happens. We look at these people now and we think, oh, they had it all rosy. No, we all know Miss Stormy Wellingson's story where she barely had enough money to get involved in the business. Now within 8 months she's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just think, oh, she had all her people, she did this. These individuals go through just like we go through. The only difference is they found their grind and they ran. They didn't make any excuses as to why they don't do it. Well, my upline didn't answer the phone. I'm upline, he's this. I'm upline, she's that. No, they just did it. Okay? So Miss Denise Lee, she said, are you really, really ready? That's what she asked anybody she presented to. Are you really, really ready? The reason why she asked that is because when she got involved with TLC, she bought in at the $500 level. But after her and her husband spent the money, they got scared. And for 6 months, they didn't do anything. But they just maintained their account by paying the basic minimum auto ship. But they didn't do anything. Products was coming, they were using it, but they weren't promoting the business at all because they were scared, because they came from another company where they made a lot of money. Things happened with the company, and a lot of us experienced that with another company as well. Things happened with the company, and now, my friends, my family's going to look at me funny if I come to them and say, hey, I'm doing this other company, you guys want to come along. So they got scared. They didn't want to go through that. And people, they didn't want to tell people their story about, hey, this is what my life is like, because they were living in a very lavish life. They didn't want to share that with people. Okay? So what happened is that they sat down for 6 months. Then they saw on Facebook that the Portises, the Lloyds, people that share the business with them, were in Vegas, and they're showing off their $250,000 ring. And they were like, what in the what? No way. These same people that I did my other business with going to come in here, and they're going to run, and they're going to leave me. Like, no. Miss Denise Lee, you should have seen her expression. She was like, no. She called her husband. She's like, you see this? They running away with us? Oh, no. We got to get our act together. And so she went back into the back office, and she saw all this volume on her power leg. All this volume. So for 6 months, she hadn't even checked her back office to see what was going on. All this volume. She was like, so wait a minute. Let me understand a binary. They build one leg for me. All I pretty much got to do is get one person over there and build the other side? What? She said, all right. She sat down, she started crunching the numbers. She is a numbers person. And so she started crunching the numbers and trying to figure out, okay, how do I hit this rank? How do I hit the rank? How many people, how many people, how many people? And she understood the power of the 120. She overstood the power of the 120. But she was not trying to bring anybody in at the $40 volume. Because why? That's a lot of work to hit the ranks that you need to hit. She upgraded her products from the 500 to 1500 because she understood too that you need to be store. You need to purchase product from yourself, and you need to have enough to share with other people. So you need to become a store. You cannot become a store at a 40 volume PV. It's just not going to happen. You're not a store. You need to become a store. So here's how you become a store. You got to get your mind right. She said she had to learn how to detach herself from people. And the two main people she had to detach herself from is her mother and her best friend. When she said she detached herself from them, she doesn't mean that, she detached her heart. She just detached her time. Because she's spending a lot of time talking to her mom. She's spending an hour per day, every single day of the week, talking to her best friend, has a best friend is in traffic driving home. She decided, you know what? You're taking up a lot of my time. I love you to pieces, but it's not going to help in my business. Me here sitting here talking to you about absolutely nothing. She gave her best friend 30 minutes on Fridays, and she gave her mom just the weekends. She detached herself from things that were not money-making activities. How many times have I heard that? It ain't new. I said it 15 times. So she detached herself from stuff that was not very productive to her day. She detached herself, but she did not detach her emotions, right? All right, so these are the things that she did. She said, hold on, let me make sure that I have all my ducks in a row because I'm going to go over some numbers really quick. Again, I mentioned that she said change your view by transforming what you buy. So instead of buying from CVS, buying vitamins from CVS, you buy your vitamins from yourself. Now, we don't have toothpaste, toothbrush, and all this kind of stuff, but for the most part, we have our inside health stuff from CLC, so you have to buy from yourself. Okay, so this is what she's decided to do. She's a numbers person. When you enroll someone into business, you emphasize the 120. These are the reason why. So make sure you guys have a pen and paper. I'm going to have this as a PowerPoint at least by Wednesday. I'm not very good at doing PowerPoints or Excel spreadsheets and all this, but I'm going to work on it. But here it is to hit director. We all know director is 1,000 points on the left, 1,000 points on the right. This is every single week. 1,000 on the left, 1,000 on the right. This is not you working by yourself. This is team effort. Okay? So, here are the numbers. If you want to hit directors at the 120, you need 9 people on the left and 9 people on the right. You want to work hard and do the 40 volume, you're going to have 25 people on the left and 25 people on the right. If you're so lucky to have a power leg, meaning that you're going to have all this spillover, then you only have to worry about on one side. So for you, that'll only be 9 people at the 120 to hit director that week. But if you're not so lucky as to have a power leg, that means 9 on the left and 9 on the right. Here goes some numbers. When you hit director, you can go from making $1 to making $699 per week if you maintain your rank per week. Yearly salary, $6,240. Who would like to add an extra $6,240 to what they're already making right now? I don't know what kind of work do you guys do, but I don't know if any company is giving that kind of raise. A $500 raise, $600 raise. I don't know. If any company, you know what I'm saying? All right, executive director. You need 5,000 on the left, 5,000 on the right per week. Let me go back a little bit. Once you hit the rank of director, what happens with TLC? We're so generous. For the 5 weeks that you have it, you get to maintain your 12% in binary. After your 5th week, you have to consistently hit director every single week in order for you to go ahead and maintain your 12% in the binary. All right. Same thing with every rank. So here's your executive: 5,000 on the left, 5,000 on the right. We're going to concentrate on the 120 PV. I keep beating your head with it every time I go ahead and make a post, right? You need 42 people on the right and 42 people on the left. I don't like to do a lot of work. 42 people is very doable. But if you don't want to go ahead and do that, you decide, hey, you know, I'm going to bring them in one product. I'll let them work it slow and get up to the point where they can actually afford the 120, and they don't understand the whole idea of, you know, purchasing for themselves and becoming their own store. Q covered this a couple weeks ago. Then you need 125 people at the 40 volume points. And that's 125 people on the left and 125 people on the right. That's working hard. Here's some salaries for you. At executive ambassador, executive director, you're going to have between $700 and $1,400 per week. That is $36,400. Now, who knows somebody that can make that kind of money? That's teacher salary. That's police officer salary. That's a bank clerk salary. $36,400 a year. That's the kind of salary. Now, if you're a bank clerk, your teacher, your police officer, how would you like to add an extra $36,000 per year? Between $700 and $1,400 per week to what you're already making. This is how you do the presentation money-wise, you guys and gals. When you talk about, you know, the money. When someone's contemplating on, you know, why should I buy 3 products? These are the reasons why. Let me add value to your life. Okay? All right, here's where everything starts looking real nice and the numbers start changing for you. And this is where life starts changing for you at the regional level. Right, Q? At the regional level, you need 10,000 volume points on the left and 10,000 volume points on the right per week. Now, again, we can work hard or we can work smart as a team. Working smart as a team, you need 84 people on the left, 84 people on the right at 120 PV. Or you can do 250 people on the left, 250 people on the right at the 40 PV. Who is writing all these numbers down and thinking to themselves, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people per week. All right? Per week. Let's talk money. That's between $1,700 and $3,400. Sorry. So $1,700 and $3,400 per week. I don't know about you guys and gals, but I can sit pretty at $1,700 and $3,400 per week. All right? I can sit pretty like my niece. I spend most of my day today in the bed. And my niece called me a bed potato, not a couch potato because I wasn't on the couch. So I was a bed potato. I could be a bed potato at $1,700 or $3,400 per week. You heard? Yearly salary, $88,400. Think about who make that kind of money. $88,400. You're looking at your senior accountants. You're looking at who else we have out there? Senior accountants, because my sister's senior accountant. You're looking at engineers. You're looking at, you know, the beginning lawyers. These are the type of people that make regional type money. That's only our 3rd rank, guys. That's regional. That's only with 84 people on the left, 84 people on the right at 120 PV. That's not a lot of people. I know y'all know 84 people, right? 168 people. Y'all know that. All right, that's my math real quick. As national director, your life rate changed at regional, but your life about to get super crazy at national, right? As national director, it's 20,000 on the left, 20,000 on the right. Number of people that you're going to need at the 120 PV, 167 on the left, 167 on the right. Within a week, within every week that is active at 120 PV, opposed to 500 people. That's almost a fourth of what you need at the 40. 500 people at the 40 is going to take you to national, opposed to 167 on each side. If you're building this by yourself, right, and you have to get to national, you and your team, left side and right side, going to have to bring together 1,000 people, as opposed to we're looking at barely over 300 people. You tell me which one you want to work on, you and your team, because we're not doing this by ourselves. We're doing this with our team. Which one seems more easy? Which one seems more doable? The 120 or the 40? And if you're using these products, if you're becoming a store, if you have your mind transfer, and buying from yourself, 120 in volume is not that much. It really isn't. I can go over and tell you all what I use on a daily basis. You'd be like, dang, yeah, you're your local TLC. All right. Now, at global, you're going to need 50,000 on the left, 50,000 on the right per week. The number of people you're going to need is 417 at the 120 PV, or 1,250. Them numbers just made my eyes hurt just looking at them yesterday. 1,250. That's a lot of people. Again, it's on the left and on the right. Together, that's 2,500 people. That's a lot compared to 850 people at the 120. All right. I forgot the numbers for regional. It was for national. Let's go back. Numbers for national salary wise. We're talking between 4,000 and 10,000 per week. 4,000 and 10,000 per week. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't even become a couch potato at that point in time. I'm asleep probably the whole weekend, 24 hours. I'm just gonna y'all on your own, fix some ramen noodles, do something. You got cereal, y'all be all right. I can sleep, between $4,000 and $10,000 per week. Now let's think about yearly salary at the national level. This is just binary money. This is not, the other four ways we get paid, guys and gals. This is just binary. We're not talking about retail sales. We're not talking about matching bonuses. We're not talking about we're going to talk about the bonuses right now. But we're not talking about any fast starts. All we're talking about is just your binary. At national, you're going to be making per year $208,000. Yeah, Jonathan, your head's scratching you, right? My head will be scratching me too. I'll be like, oh Lord, $208,000. My goodness. Oh, this messed up my whole hair. Y'all, this is what you did to me, Jonathan. Look at my head now. Really curly suit. But okay, $208,000. $208,000. And Ms. Denise Lee was asking people if they knew anyone that made that kind of money, and I couldn't think of one person that made $208,000. Not one. That's our nationals, you guys and gals. This is our nationals. Again, the $208,000 does not include the $1,500 we get per month as national. It does not include your fast start. It does not include your retail, and it does not include your matching bonus. But let me put something else in your head. At national, you need a regional, and you need executives, right? But your regional, now remember, they're making, let's say, the 1,700, lowballing it. They're making 1,700, meaning you're getting 50% matching bonus. That's $850. Let's do some math. Pull up my calculator. I didn't even think about this when she was doing it then. 850 times 12. Anybody got a calculator? Who got a calculator? Y'all help me out, y'all. 850. I'm doing it very quick. Come on, computer. Times 12. 850 times 12. That's $10,200. Added on to their already $208,000. This is again. This now that's two ways of her getting paid, or him getting paid, right? This is only at our national directors level. Should I go on and do the ambassador? Y'all ain't hear them numbers?
No,
Y'all want to hear those numbers? All right, at your ambassador, sorry, I'm not ambassador, at your global level, we'll do ambassador. At your global level, you need 50,000 on the left, 50,000 on the right, and that's a group effort. You're not working by yourself. At the 120 PV, you're going to need 417 on the left, 417 on the right of the 120. And like we said before, 1,250 at the 40, 1,250 at the 40. Here goes the money. Okay, show me the money. Show me the money. All right, you're going to get $10,000 weekly. $10,000 weekly. Not including your matching bonuses. Not including your fast starts, because you're still going to go ahead and make it to the business. Not including your bonus that you got from, every week, the one $1,500. I keep saying every week, every month, $1,500. Not including your retail sales. $10,000 per week. Per year, here we go. $520,000.
I'm buying an iPhone.
Guess how many globals we have in TLC, y'all?
$10.
Do y'all believe that there's room for more?
We only got 2?
2.
Wow.
We have Mr. Daryl Drake and Miss Stormy Wellington.
Stormy's an ambassador.
We have 2 globals in this company. There's so much room for us to go ahead. Yeah, I'm talking about 417 people at the 120 on each leg. There's only 2 global directors in TLC. 2. Let's talk about ambassadors. We only have 1. Let's talk about ambassador. Ms. Denise Lee's an ambassador. Her and her husband, they're ambassadors. Okay? You have 100,000 on the left, 100,000 on the right. It sounds like a lot of volume, right? 100,000? But that's only 833 people at the 120. Remember, we're building. You're coming in and all of a sudden you're bringing 834 people. We can run up 235 people, right? We're not just all of a sudden come in today and boom, we're there. No. We're building over time. We're building over time. 834 people as a team on the left, on the right, spillovers, yada, yada, yada. This is just at the 120 PV. Now we have some people that want to go ahead and step it up because they're doing their market and they can't remember to order every week, so they just order mass every month, and they probably order like 400 per month, blah 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 blah. This is get per week your 120, 835 people. Who believes that they can go ahead and as a team, 835 people? Right now, our team, LSG, have over 500 people. But there are 500 people that are not very consistent. 500 people that decided, my fear is bigger than my faith. And they went ahead and they just not promoting as much as they should, or they're not doing the 120 PV, or whatever the case is. They didn't quite understand who brought them in. They didn't stress it enough. Whatever the case is, we're going to go ahead and squash that now, because moving forward, end of the month and moving forward to January of next year, we're going to have all our ducks in a row, all our heads right, going through the temple, getting our minds right, and doing the 120 and keeping it consistent. All right, this TLC is a company that have actual products. If I purchase, 12 packs of tea, give me 120 in volume, I don't have to stick that on my in my pantry and have it collect dust. I can take those 12 packs of tea, keep 4 for myself because I got to be product of the product, and now I have 8 packs of tea I can sell at $20 per pack, 8 times 20 is $160. Guess what? I just made back the money that I just purchased those tea with. Plus now I have, if I sell this individual, I have 8 individuals for me to follow up with, and then possibly, retail to recruit. You can't do that if you're only purchasing 4 packs of tea. All right, let's talk money at the ambassador level. Again, give you guys numbers. 834 at the 120, opposed to 2,500 at the 40. At the ambassador level, you max out the binary comp plan at $20,000 per week. Now you're probably thinking, Ms. Denise Lisa, when she got to this money, she was looking at it like, who do I need to call to increase this weekly, because 20,000 isn't enough. But she also understood that there's 4 other ways for us to get paid. Our retail sales, our matching bonuses, fast start, and she's going to get the monthly bonus. So at $20,000, when you max out the binary comp plan, remember, she's going to have a global. That's already $5,000 added to that. She's going to have nationals. That's at least $2,000 added to that. She's going to need regionals. That's $850 added to that. She's going to need executive. That's another, $350 added to that. She's going to need directors. That's another $60 added to that. And that's going to compound, okay? It's going to go up more money. So $20,000 per week, that's not all she can make. That's just maxing out the binary. Let's talk yearly salary. I don't know if y'all did the math real quick. But 20 times 52, that's $1,040,000 per year. Oh, let's do the pinky. $1,040,000 per year. All right, you guys know I'm funny, right? That's over $1 million per year, you guys and gals. It can be done. We all can be millionaires. But guess what? We can't sit on our hands and wait for something to happen. We have to be proactive. Like Ms. Denise Lee said, open your store. Take back your time. If you're on the phone or you're driving over to your girlfriend's house or your guy's house and y'all chilling on a Friday night, I haven't seen my boy in forever, I'm going to go over and watch a movie. Meanwhile, my boy's not in my business. That's not money-making activity. Now, again, I'm not saying that you and your boy can't be cool, or y'all can be cool from a distance. You and your homegirl, y'all make my hair look all weird now. I did a lot of work getting my hair together before I came on here. Anyway, so you and your homegirl, y'all can be cool, but y'all can be cool from a distance. These things it's very doable. These numbers at the 120 PV, it's much more easy to wrap your head around as opposed to the 40 PV. Ambassador, 834 left and right per week, opposed to 2,500. And you're making $1 million. You're making $1 million off of 1,600 people. Not done by yourself. And again, I'm going to show you guys a video about teamwork, blah, 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 after this. All right. So that was Ms. Denise Lee's spiel. She went over, this is how she does when she's doing the presentation, when she's doing the money side of it. She makes it very, very plain and tell people, what, when after years of being in the industry of real estate, and making a lot of money, moving off from the hood, going up to the suburbs and doing her thing, and the market crashed, and now she had to go back to work. She said, putting back on those scrubs, because she is a retired nurse, putting on back those scrubs, she said, the scrubs hurt. Going back out there to do an interview, and now, she went from showing people how to make money to begging someone to hire her. That hurt. Here she is, getting on stage with 300-500 people and telling them, oh, I'll never have a job again. And she got to go through the interview process. That hurt. So she got scared, y'all. I understand. Most of us, I don't know how to share this business. I don't know how to grow it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. If I have to stay alive, just keep it simple. Share your story. Share your why. Why did you get involved with TLC? What compels you? You know, what did the person that brought you into this business say? What is the video that captured you? Why are you staying? Which product are you using? How has it affected your life? How has it affected people that you know? Share your reasons why you're doing this. Don't, it's not about the products in TLC. It's about how the product has affected you. Why you want to be. Be transparent. Tell people what's going on, especially when it comes to your friends and family. Okay, this is how we'll get binary qualified. We'll get binary qualified by being very, very transparent. If you ain't got money in your bank account, don't go in here acting like you know you're a millionaire. Don't do it. And it's not gonna work for you because now they're gonna see that you're lying. Your friends and family, they may not say anything, but they know what's going on with you. All right. All right, for Mr. Urban Portis, again, I didn't have a whole lot of notes for him because he kept it very, very simple. He mentioned a song. I forgot the name of the artist, but I think I remember. I can't find it. Anyway, he stressed very much right after Denise Lee that this industry, this business, this company, you have to have big volume. I'm going to say that again and again. If you guys have noticed, like again, for the last week or so, whenever I put a post out there in our group, you will see me hashtag 120PV, big volume. And I had to sit down with another individual on our team. She's on my power leg, and really break down the 120 and why is it so important, because she didn't quite understand the 120. So here it is. When you do 120, see, I brought you into the business. I brought Jonathan into the business. And I'm telling Jonathan, hey, you know what? You need to go ahead and find 3 products that are going to work for you every single month and go ahead and do the 120 volume. And Jonathan's probably thinking, well, she's want to get my money. No. Understand that the 120 doesn't just stays with me. The way TLC works is I guess the gravity works the opposite way. Everything goes up. So that 120 that you're going to go ahead every week or every month, however you can afford it, is not going to stop at Kenya that brought you in. It's going to be Kenya's sponsor and their sponsor and their sponsor and their sponsor and their sponsor. We're talking about all the way to Mr. King-Lord, Mr. Armand Pujol. Everybody above you is going to get affected by this 120 PV. That's how they're able to get to the globals, the nationals, ambassadors, the executive ambassadors. That's how we're able to build as an entire team when we all do the 120 PV. It doesn't just stick with your sponsor. It goes all the way up. Peace? Let me head nod, y'all. James, can you hear me today? James, I want James to say something. Make sure that I can hear him today. Can you say something, James? Still can't hear you. We got to figure that out, bro. You need to get your new computer. You need to rank up. All right. Anyway, I love you, James. All right. So, Mr. Urban Portis, he says, what you gonna do? So he says, you know, when he talks to somebody that's coming into the business, he asks them, so what are you gonna do, and how are you gonna do it? So you need to know your why and how you're gonna go about, you know, making your why happen for you to go ahead and make the money, make the lifestyle that you need with TLC. All right. Very few people. This is what he quotes. He says, very few people's Mondays, so their next Monday, is different from their last Monday. So they're living in a cycle. Every Monday is the same. Every Monday is the same. Every Monday is the same. So very few people, their last Monday is going to be different from their next Monday. Very few people, because they're just not ready for the change. They may say that they are. They may complain on Facebook that they are. They may even hit you up. They may even start because they think they are, but they're not mentally ready for that change. They haven't gone ahead and, like Ms. Denise Lee said, transfer their buying power. Buy from yourself. Turn yourself into a store. And again, then they talk about the 120. So he came in there and he blew our mind away. He says, you know, imagine if you did the 120 times 4, right? Those numbers, instead for the ambassador, instead of being $1 million, now you're looking at $4 million per year. That kind of deal. Personal assignments about your business, you need to go ahead and make it to where you say, okay, hey, I want to go ahead and hit director. What do I need to do? We already know director is 1,000 on the left, 1,000 on the right. If you start your week, our week starts on a Friday, ends on Thursday, starts on a Friday. There's no in between days. We don't get the week off, the weekend off. You know, we don't get any breaks in between. Our pay cycle starts on a Friday, ends on a Thursday. Yeah, ends on a Thursday. So within that calendar, within our calendar week, we need to decide. My week started. I look at my back office. I have my power leg at 1,500, but my pay leg, my weekly leg, I have 250. I'm working towards hitting director. Now you need 750 to go ahead and get that 1,000. What are you going to do? This is not, oh, my team is. What are you going to do? You need to get with the team, see what they're doing, and you need to strategically plan to go out there and purposely share your business, because you need to go ahead and get a volume of 750 to add to your 250 that you already have, all right? So you cannot be afraid to grow your business. If you don't do it now, next month is going to be worse than it is. Next month is going to be worse than the month before. Your financial situation is not going to change by holding on to your 120 PV. If you don't do it now, your financial situation is not going to be any different next month than it was last month. That got me really like, wow, really thinking. I started at this industry 2012, excuse me, and I had $49 on my bank account. I was approached with a company that cost $98. And I'm thinking to myself, I can do it. But I look at my bank account, and it says, girl, you tripping. You got $49. You need twice as much. But it just so happened that the company that I got involved with, which, eventually crashed, and I never even heard of it, after about 2 months, we had a 2-week trial. So I had enough time to go ahead and get my $98. But what I'm trying to get you guys to, I didn't hesitate because I knew that my situation was not going to change. That $49 is not going to magically multiply. And once I spend that $49, guess what? My next month was worse than my last month, because now I don't even have that $49 anymore. So you have to make a conscious decision now. That way your next month is not going to be worse than your last month. Make sense? Hey, CJ. All right. Miss Twyla Porter, she ended the training yesterday. Miss Twyla Porter, she gave us the numbers. So we have, I was lying, we have 2 ambassadors and 4 globals. All right, so she said the 5 to stay alive: T, NutriBurst, NRG, oil, and the sexual enhancement products. These are what she gave her presentation on. She said, she's not the type of person to do a whole lot of online branding and all that kind of stuff. What she does, she go from tea party to tea party to tea party to tea party. If you guys saw Miss Twyla Porter, just came back from Jamaica. She's just going all the way around the country and sharing. She said, they went from filing themselves a couple of bankruptcies to being on her face many times and saying, God, if you do this for me, I'm going to make sure that I sacrifice my time for you. They can't sit and rest, because she had to keep her promise to God that I am going to devote my time to helping people in situations just like mine. Her work isn't done, so they're still going around and helping people in situations just like theirs. The same thing goes for Mr. Kenny Lloyd. That's what he said, I'm going to devote my time helping out the masses. Of course, they live their life, so they buy their toys here and there, but for the most part, they go about the country, go about, the world, helping other people. All right, so Ms. Twyla Porter, she says, you have to make the decision. You have to make the decision, and you have to commit to it. Come hell or high water, you have to commit to it, and you have to go ahead and do it. She went over the 4 phases, but she didn't go over the 4 phases like we know the 4 phases, right? If you guys don't know the 4 phases, you should have had the app. If you don't have the app, Go into the group. You have the 4 phases on there. All right. Cool. So she says, in your momentum phase, TLC is still, we're still building formulation stage of TLC at the momentum. In our formulation stage of TLC, we so happen to, in Atlanta, they unveiled the magazine. If you don't have a magazine, you need to get the magazine. So what she does is when she brings somebody into the business, she go ahead and she sell them a magazine for $4. The reason why she's selling the magazine for $4, now they have something that they, have to use as a tool. If I give you a magazine $4, you may or you may not, if I give it to you, you may or you may not use it, but now I sold it to you as a valuable tool, now you feel like you have to use it. Because I sold it to you. You spend your money on it. Why would you not use it, right? So, again, 120 PV, that was just throughout. So you give the magazine. We have another magazine coming out. And she said what she does is she turned to the page with Miss Nina Moore. And Miss Nina Moore lost 61 pounds. So she tells Miss Nina's story. She turns to the page where Miss Stormy Wellington. She tells Miss Stormy Wellington's story. She turns the page with them and she tells their story. These are the people that I'm working with. You want to come on board and work with me? She makes it relatable. She has a flip chart and she has her calendar. She went over the calendar a little bit, but Miss Twyla Portis really, really broke it down and how you work the calendar. I'll get to that in a little bit. She says she challenged every single person that she brings to the business. If you really want to work this business, if you're serious about changing your life, if you're serious about changing your finances, if you're serious about helping people around you, you need to get binary qualified in 72 hours. 72 hours is 3 days. Or is that 4 days? It's 3 days. That's 4 days. Let me do my math right quick, y'all. I'm about to figure it out. I think it's 3 days. That's 3, yeah, 3 days. So 72 hours is 3 days. So you have 3 days to become binary qualified. Again, it's not about the fast start money. It's about your volume. And the faster you go ahead and get your binary qualification, that's more volume. Because now it's 120 times 3, because there's now 3 people. You plus your 2. Right? She says she insists on bringing someone in at the bare minimum, the $300 packet. Again, it's not about your $150 in your fast start bonus, but it's about you having products for you to go ahead and you can have a tea party and you can sell. Teach them how to sell to get their money back. All right? All right, the target market. I need you guys to write this down. When she talks about target market, these are the people that she learned this from one of our newest national director. I forgot his name. Forgive me, y'all. But I didn't write his name down. But she learned this from him while she was out there in New Jersey a couple weeks ago. The target market and who he targets and how he was able to go from leaving whatever company that he's in, jumping in TLC, and within 8 months becoming a national director. He targets married people with children that have an income between $30,000 to $60,000. They're homeowners, and they're looking for more. Again, their marital status, they're married, they have children, their income is between $30,000 and $60,000. They have a home they need to maintain, and they're looking for more. And you do the PS3. Present, and we have all kinds of different presentations. Okay? What does S stand for in PS3? Turn it on, Jonathan. I know you know it.
Share. That's cute.
So you share, and what's the 3 stand for?
3 pieces of chicken. 3-way.
I'm about to punch you in the face. All right. So, and then you do a 3-way, right? So you present the opportunity. We have all different kinds of presentation. We share the business, and you do a 3-way call. Again, your 3-way call, Mr. Kane Lloyd said what
I'm sorry, I was texting the group.
All right, that's fine. What he does for his 3-way, he said, for somebody that's very, very new into the business, if you're doing a 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, whatever the case is, you go to someone's house, and you're doing a presentation, and for whatever reason, you're not too confident in the money part. You know your 5 products, right? But you're not too confident in the money part. Don't share the money part yourself. Make sure that you go ahead and get someone on the phone or show a video with the money part, because you don't want to stand there humming and hawing. And you know what I mean? No, hold on. I thought it says, as a director, you need 1,000 points. That's 1,000 on each leg, and that's a month. No, that's not a month. It's a week, and you don't want to sound like that. Don't sound like that. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay to not know. Guess what? There's things that I don't know. There's things that Ms. Porter says she just learned. Again, she just learned about the target market. Something else she mentioned that she just learned just recently. She said, what she does is somebody asks her, so what are the 9 ingredients in the tea? She like, well, I don't know. But what I know is when I drink it, this is what happens. I don't know. But what I know is that, I have X, Y, Z over here that, she was having a headache. I gave her a capful of my NutriBurst, and boom, the headache was gone. What kind of ingredients are in the love? I don't know, but all I know is my husband crushed it up, give it to me, and we had it going on. You could say, I don't know. We have too many testimonies, not medical claims. We have too many testimonies going on that we can say, I don't know, but. Okay? We have too many testimonies going on. I don't know. If you're a product of the product, for the 5 to stay alive, there's no reason why you can't share your Emu Oil story. You can't share your NRG story. You can't share your NutriBurst story. You can't share your tea story. And yes, we're all grown our sexual enhancement stories. Okay? Just going down there Saturday, because I was running, past couple of weeks, I've increased my my run distance from 2 to 4 miles. And I had really, really bad knees and really bad ankles jumping out of plane in the military. So after 3 days of pounding the pavement, normally I run on a treadmill, but after running on the road for 3 days, my knees started hurting. I went to bed Friday, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to drive down to Houston, 3 miles. But before I went to bed, I've never used Emu Oil for pain. Before I went to bed, I rubbed the Emu Oil on my knees, on both knees. And within 30 minutes, probably less than 30 minutes, I realized that my knees wasn't hurting me anymore. But I'm thinking to myself, this ain't real. It's not really happening. I'm psyching myself out. I expected that kind of change, blah, 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 blah. It's not happening. Normally, what happened and what led me to being in rehab when I was in basic training is I woke up after, pounding the pavement for a couple of weeks, and I could not move my leg. I could not move my lower half. No matter what I did, I couldn't move it. So I was expecting that when I woke up on Saturday morning. When I woke up on Saturday morning, I got up, went to the shower, did what I had to do, running around. And it didn't dawn on me until the person I was riding with called me and said, hey, how you doing this morning? I'm like, you know what? My knee's supposed to be hurting me. I drove to Houston and back, and I'm here today, and I have not been, bothered by my knee. I haven't even used any more Emu Oil at that one time. So now, again, I have an Emu Oil story. Again, I've used Emu Oil for other things, but never for my knee, for pain. And when you have someone in your room, you ask them for pain stories, you can say, if no one there is for pain, but tell them the story. Hey, this is how it's worked for me. All right? So, again, your target market, married people with children, income between $30,000 to $60,000 homeowner, and they're looking for more. I'm going to work on getting my a PowerPoint for you guys to see the calendar, in your mind's eye. But while you can't see it there, I'm going to also bring it up on my thing real quick. I'm going to do it. So we know the week have 5 days, right? 7 days, right? I just said 5, so mess me up. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When does our week end in TLC?
Thursday at midnight.
Thursday at midnight. So Ms. Twyla Porter says in her calendar, she puts a big fat star on Thursday because that's when you go get busy. That's when you go get, extra busy. So, can you guys see my calendar? Fuzzy? Can you guys see it okay? Y'all need to be writing this down anyway. So anyway, so you have your calendar with your Monday through Saturday. Sorry, your Sunday through Saturday. I'm not where I'm at right now. Sunday through Saturday. So what Ms. Twyla Porter does, Again, she puts a star on Thursday because that's the end of our week, right? What she does is she understands for the most part, if your target market is married people that have a job, they're working 9 to 5. So I can't have a meeting on a Tuesday night at 4 o'clock because the people that I'm targeting are at work. So I need to have meetings later on, and they're off on the weekends. So these are the kind of things she asks the person that she just enrolled in order to set her next appointment. She asks them, so when do you guys go to church if you go to church? Most people go to church on Sunday, and services are normally between 7 and 11. So am I going to have a presentation between 7 and 11 on a Sunday? No. When is your family time? Well, of course, they have family because we're targeting people that have kids. If you're working a 9 to 5, guess what? The family time is Saturdays and Sundays. So what do you guys do on the weekends? What days do you guys spend mostly together? Saturday or Sunday? I'm looking to see when is the best time for me to go ahead and schedule my upcoming event with that person. And we already know they work 9 to 5, or if they work, the late night shift or whatever. So what she does is, here it is, she makes sure on a Friday she's in somebody's living room or some conference room or something sharing the business. And she sets a tea party on a Friday night for 6:30 to 7, either 6:30 or 7, every Friday. So on your calendar, 6:30 or 7 o'clock should have at least one appointment. Again, you don't have to have a name, but you know for sure that at that time you're going to be available to do a presentation. Sunday, you have 2 presentations, one at 3 and one at 6. Again, remember, if they're doing, that's not Sunday, Saturday, 1 at 3 and 1 at 6, if they are with their family, they're more likely finished around 3 or later on in the evening before they go ahead and get started. If you're targeting single people, they want to go out and get crazy after they drop the kids off, whatever, at 8, 9 o'clock, so you want to get them at 6. All right, get them out within an hour. So 2 presentations. As Father Porter says that she focuses on telling her new people you want to have 4 presentations per week.
Is that distilled water? Distilled water.
4 presentations per week. So 1 Friday, 2 on Sunday, and then 2 on Saturday, and then 1 in between the week. But we still have 5 other days, right? 4 other days. So on Sunday, she makes sure she sets an appointment in her book for 4 o'clock. Because again, they're finished from their church services for the most part, and then they're starting to wind down to prepare themselves for the week. So 4 o'clock is a good time for them to come out for a presentation. Mondays, that's iffy for her. She leaves it open. On Tuesdays, again, between 6:30 and 7, have another appointment. And on Thursdays, you have 2 appointments. 1 at 4 and 1 between 6 and 7, 6:30 to 7. 2. So normally they're looking at 8 presentations altogether within that 1 week. 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, 1 on Thursday, and 1 on Tuesday and 1 on Thursday. That's 8 presentations within 1 week. Now, Wednesdays and Mondays, we didn't have any presentation scheduled. Does not mean that you cannot have presentation scheduled. She just don't have anything scheduled for that time because, again, she's traveling around and doing all kinds of stuff. Okay? Or maybe she just wants to spend time with her family. She says her and her husband, they don't have any special date night, so they date each other every night. So again, that may be, a time, very special time when they got the love and strike up going, all right? All right, so what you do is, Jonathan is my first sign-up. I get with Jonathan, and I say, hey, Jonathan, you just purchased a $500 pack. Do you want to make your money back fast, or do you want to make your money back slow? This is interactive, Jonathan.
Fast.
All right. So you want to make your money back fast, right? All right, cool. I know for sure from what you just saw here today that you know a couple people that want to go ahead and share this with you, right?
Absolutely.
So this is what we're going to do. This is Friday for us, right? So this is Friday. So I have my schedule open for tomorrow is I have 1 for 3 and 1 for 6. Which works best for you?
Say it again because you were distorted.
All right, so this is Friday, right? So now for my Saturday, I'm looking for Saturday. So I have 2 appointments available for Saturday. I have one for 3 and one for 6. Which one works best for you?
3.
Again, I'm not letting you tell me the time because this is my calendar.
Right.
I have 2 appointments available, one for 3 and one for 6, and that's it.
I'm good with 3.
Right? So okay, good, 3 o'clock. But here we're going to do, Jonathan. I want you to make sure that you have 5 people available.
I can do that.
Come to your house. I'm going to bring some products, and you have 5 people available. Now, if I show up to your house and you don't have nobody, that's okay. You can buy some products from me because I'm about to sell. The purpose of the presentation, remember, Mr. Kane always said, is to do what? It's to sell. I'm gonna sell you a brochure. I'm gonna sell
Announce your business.
I'm gonna sell you some. You ain't
What was the second one?
Huh?
What was the second one he said? I got announced that you're in business, and C, I got to see sell your products. What was number 2?
So you announce you're in business, build your business, and sell the product. Build your business. So again, I'm coming to your house, and you just so happen to not have anybody. You can buy something from me because I'm about to sell. And you already told me you want to make your money back fast, right?
Yep.
So you have 5 people in the bit that showed up. So you have 5 people at 3 o'clock. I show up. You have 5 people. We enrolled 2 of those people. Again, I'm the presenter. I don't mind doing presentation over and over again. But of course, I'm training you because you're watching me. I'm training you so we can go ahead and go to the next presentation. So I said to one of your new people, all right, congratulations being in the business, John. I call him James. So congratulations, James. You just go ahead and join. You want to make your money buddy fast? So you give me 1 for fast or 2 for slow. You see me, James? You want to make your money back fast or you want to make your money back slow? 1 or 2? Give me a 2 or a 1. I can't even see you. I think he's giving me 2.
I see he said 1.
He said he want to make his money back slow? I'll move on to him. He a customer. I'm gonna move on to Sandrine. Sandrine, you just joined Jonathan. You want to make your money back fast or you want to make your money back slow? You can hear me, Sandrine. Take your mic off. You want to make your money back slow? All right, so you want to make your money back fast, right? James, you want to make your money back fast, right? Yes, okay, so you want to make your money back fast. So the same process I do. This is Saturday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say Sunday, I have my appointment is open for Sunday at 4, or my next available spot is not until Tuesday at 7. And the reason why she leaves this open when it comes to the Sunday is that's a whole day. I thought you wanted to make your money back fast. So you're going to book for Sunday or you going to wait till Tuesday? You feel me? So they have a lot of appointments on Sunday at 4. Now, Sandrine and James both joined at the same time at Jonathan's house. So Sandrine can bring her 5 over to James's house, or we can schedule Sandrine for Monday because remember, Monday is also open for me. So what we're constantly doing is going from house to house to house to house. It don't have to be at my house every week. Matter of fact, it's only going to be at my house the very first week. And after that, I'm going to Sandrine's house. I'm going to Irma's house. I'm going to James' house. I'm going to Kamikia's house. I'm going to this one. I'm constantly moving my presentation. Why? Because everyone wants to make their money back fast. Y'all follow? Questions? Comments? I must be good today. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. All right. So at the end of the tea party, they actually, again, what day can you do a tea party? And again, they give them the options of the time that they give the tea party. And that was the spiel on that one. We also had a lady that came up there. You know, she just hit an executive ambassador. And she went ahead and she says, you know, she is a full-time mom. I mean, she's full-time at home. But she treats the business like it's a job. So she gets up every morning, she gets dressed, and she hits the streets. She's out in Houston, and she hits the streets. And she says, her name is Sabrina. Sabrina says, I'm sorry, her name is Stephanie. So Stephanie says she's not very good at directions. So what she does is she makes sure her car is full of gas the night before, and she just drive around. When she get halfway, that's when she put a GPS in, and said, I need to figure my way home because I've been out all day, right? And one was last week before she hit executive, she took her mother-in-law to the oncologist because her mother-in-law is having issues with her cancers, right? And while she's at the doctor's office, she looked up and she's, for the very first time, she's stepping out of her box, and she saw other doctors' names on there. And what she decided to do is she decided to go ahead while her mother-in-law was being seen, is to go ahead and talk to these other doctors about her business. Lo and behold, she enrolled 2 of those doctors in that same hospital. So don't be afraid to go ahead and share the business with every single person. You never know where your $1 million earner is going to come from. You never know, where your help is going to come from. So you cannot be afraid to ask for help. This is your business. You have to take control of it. Yes, I share a lot of stuff. Q's been sharing a lot of stuff. Ginger's been sharing a lot of stuff. David Rainey used to share a lot of stuff. I know what happened to David. But David used to share a lot of stuff. But again, it's not about, oh, my upline didn't do this for me. My upline didn't do that for me. My upline didn't even know I signed up with her. So she could have done anything for me. When I came into business, I knew what I wanted, and I went ahead and did it. Okay? So you just have to be so proactive as to do. Not to saying that, you guys are guys on the team that are not available, but understand that we have 500 plus people. If I have 500 plus people going asking me, a question all day, it's not going to leave time for me to build my business. We have a file in our group that have so much information, so please take your time out to grow your business. Go into the files. If for whatever reason something is not in there, hit me up. I may not. For the most part, I respond pretty quickly because I sleep with the phone next to my bed. So for the most part, I respond fairly quickly. Now, yesterday I was out of pocket. Most of you guys knew that I was supposed to be in Houston. So for the most part, I respond pretty quickly. There's the event that Q puts out. Q is our pretty much resident guru. I don't know how she does it. She's just amazing. And she goes out there and she gets all these events happening all over the country all the time. It seems like every time I go into the group, there's a new event. Okay, and Sandrine, you pay attention to the ones that Q put up there. There's so much going on in the DMV for this month. I'm talking about, what's her name? Nicole Cooper and Candace Burt Davis are going to be there, and 2 other people are going to be there. I saw they have it, coming up this month, 2 different weekends. There's the events that's coming up here in Houston, the Directors Retreat. I'm going to be there. Right now we're at the very beginning of November. The Directors Retreat is December 5th, meaning we still have time for everyone that's on this hangout right now to hit director. 9 people at the 120 PV per week on the right side and on the left side. 9 people is going to get you to director. You can make it to director before December 5th. And you can make, if you're within, driving distance of Houston, make it to the event. If you get to the event, I'll pay your way in. You just got to show up. Right? I got you. I'll pay your way in. So let's work on that, you guys and gals. Set your appointments. Set your appointment. This is your business. Go ahead and get your calendar going. Set your appointments. Be at the appointed time that you're supposed to be there, and just make sure that you make sure people know that you're in the business. And sell products. Become your own store. Whether I enrolled you or someone else enrolled you, again, I'm not worried about your fast start bonuses. People on the team knew that I've passed out so many people that signed up on to someone else. So I'm not even worried about the fast start bonuses, It's all about that volume. I want your volume. And if I sign you up on someone else, the person got the money, but I want the volume. All right, keep you on the team and just get the volume. So I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys hit the ranks that you want to hit. Becoming binary qualified, becoming, an associate, hidden director, that's a major rank, director, executive director, regional, and so on and so forth. The money is very, very lucrative in TLC. I've been in other company, I told you, but the one that just crashed to me after 3 months. I never got paid. Someone that was $98, never got paid anything, you know. Been married Kay since I was 23. Never really made any money with that. Spent a couple $1,000, lost it. I don't even wear makeup, you guys will see. I don't even know what the heck I was doing instead of makeup, right? But you have to be able to go out there and believe that there's some. I knew from the time I was younger that there was something better than working a 9 to 5. I just, some days I want to be a bed potato. Mostly on the weekends, I want to be a bed potato. But go out there and sell your products. Become your store. Buy enough products that you're able to sell, flip your money, and put it back into the business. With that being said, my spiel is over. Anybody have any questions, comments, or quotes? Sandrine, I'm going to start with you because you're on my right-hand side. Take yourself off, Mike, and tell us how your week was. If you have anything, you have to go ahead and share with us. Sandrine! Uh-oh, she may be frozen. All right, Miss Kiwanda. Yes, I did call you by a government name. Love you to pieces. Take yourself off, Mike, and question, comments, or quotes.
I know you didn't say my government.
I'm going to call you Kiwanda Grayson.
Yeah, I just hung it up. Yeah, you got issues. But I don't have any questions or anything like that. As far as how my week went actually very good. Planted a lot of seeds. As you guys know, I'm out in Phoenix now, so it's a new territory to take over now. So planted a lot of seeds, got some customers. This week's plans is to get 5 customers and 2 IBOs. Also, out here we have a deadline to get Irma to director and me to executive by November 23rd.
It can happen. Just got to beat the streets.
Oh, yeah, we're going to beat some streets.
All right. Make it to where, every week, or sorry, not every week, every day, when you go into your back office, you know exactly where your starting point is. You know where your ending point needs to be on a Thursday evening. And every day, tell yourself, okay, I need to have 1,000 points today. This is Monday. Tomorrow's Monday. So right now, you go into your back office. You have, in order for you to hit executive director, you need 5,000, 5,000. You go back there right now, you only have 400. That means you're 4,600 away. So on Monday, you have to say, okay, you know what? I need to make at least 10,000 in, that's 1,000 in volume. Between you and Irma and everyone else on the team, 1,000 in volume. Same thing for Tuesday, same thing for Wednesday, same thing for Thursday, in order for you to get to that 5,000 in volume, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, cool. Jonathan, you're next.
My goal is to build on my left side, sacrificing my commissions. I want the volume also, and once I hit rank of director, I want to hit director by the December 8th, which is my 1 year anniversary.
You don't want to do anything. You're gonna do it, or you ain't gonna do it.
This is my goal. This is what I'm doing, and by December 8th, my 1 year anniversary, I want to make director, and then from that point on, I want to just help inspire, engage, and engage the team and be active with them, and go ahead and start retailing offline again. So,
Okay.
but that's my goal. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm determined to do. Since my niche is online marketing, that's why you'll see me post consistently, follow up with leads and customers, and introduce them to the opportunity, and share my results, give my story, and keep the team motivated, and stay motivated and happy myself, and stay on the training.
Awesome. James, you can message me yours, and you and I are gonna have a discussion. We have Jay. I cannot say this. Arch. Take yourself off mute and tell us, if you have any questions, comments, or quotes of what was discussed, and tell us how your week was, what you plan on doing coming for the next coming week.
No.
My goal for this week, it's like do more presentations, and I gotta work on my prospect. I gotta prospect more, hit the streets and go outside, meet the people, knock doors. I don't know, whatever it takes. I have to do that. I have to do it, but with my team. Gonna take my team and let's go and grow, create more directors, and like you said, we need to set more appointments, more presentations, twice maybe, whatever it takes. Well,
Where are you located, Joe?
He's out here, Q.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here.
Turn up.
Arizona is doing things, and I'm so proud of you guys. Any questions for me?
No, that was awesome presentation. Thank you.
All right, cool.
How soon when you have the recording up?
The recording is going to be up within the next 30 minutes. I mean, I can't dictate however YouTube does this, but as soon as YouTube have it up, I set it up and I post it in the group. So maybe in the next 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
All right, Sandrine, are you still with us? I think she's frozen because I don't see any movement going on. All right, so anyone have any questions before we go, you guys and gals? I don't know about you guys, but this was, for me, this was a super, I mean, I've been to other companies, Super Saturdays and whatever not, but just being around Mr. Kenny Lloyd, Miss Denise Lee, the Porterses, the other people there, Mr. Rashid Booth was there, he's national director. We have the presenter, Miss Shauna Davis, she's regional. Miss Lori Jasmine was there. There's just so many people that were there that, you look around the room with all these IBOs that are making all this money and you're thinking to yourself, I can do this. And again, when you look at the numbers, at the 120 PV, I keep browbeating into you guys. The 120 PV is not just for KP, it's for the entire team. 120 PV makes life so much easier. Now, if you're just, enrolled into the business and you're thinking, I don't have anybody on my team, I don't want to go ahead and put this money in. Again, the 120 PV is not just you putting it into our system. We can thank Mr. Jack Fallon for us not having to pay to maintain our website. So we have a free website. We're getting products at that 120 PV, stuff that we can go ahead and flip. Now, if you can be the type of person to say, you know what, I'm good, I don't want to go ahead and use any TSC products, I'm already pretty healthy, workout, I'm skinny, whatever case is, so I can, not go ahead and use the product myself. You could sell $120 worth, 120 PV in products. You can sell it all if you want to. You can sell all 12 packs of tea, or your one pack of one bottle of NutriBurst and your one bottle of NRG, or whatever it is. You can go ahead and sell it. But what I'm saying is, you sell, a third or 2/3 of your product, right? So you're selling 80 PV in volume. You're going to make your money back. But you can't expect to make your money back sitting with the product sitting in your pantry, sitting on your table, and you're just hoping and wishing that Kenny gives you a script to use. I wish my upline would give me a script to go out there and sell these products. I wish she'd come knock on my door and do me a presentation. I wish she was I wish she was still closer that we could do live reenactments of how to do this. So I'm sitting here with 120 PV sitting on my counter. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make money in CLC. I don't think I should go ahead and next month and get this all these products because it's just sitting here collecting dust. I'm not going to use them. What? That's not life changing, and it's definitely not money making activity. You got to be proactive. Open your store, get your mind right, and that might mean you disconnecting from some people, and that person may just be laying next to you. Don't disconnect with your heart. Disconnect with your time. Grow your business. Sell your products. Have presentation. Make sure your calendar is full. A full calendar is a fat bank account. All right. Question and comments before we go? No? All right, I have the recording again within the next few minutes, and I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too
That's
crowded.
too crowded. See you at the top. I'm on my way.
All right, bye.
Bye.